Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The first and the most potent mistake that every intelligent fool repeats is he tries to objectify the self, and the self cannot be objectified. Therefore, Bhagavan Shankaracharya very clearly says, Swadehe shobhanam santam purushakhyam cha sammatam kim murkha shunyamatmanam dehatitam karoshi bho. When you discarded the five koshas, it doesn't mean there is nothing. You are there. Therefore, svatmanam shrudu murkhatvam shrutya yuktya cha purusham dehatitam sadakaram sudurdarsham bhavadrushaihi. Bhavadrushaihi. People like you can never understand this. Why? Shrudu murkhatvam. You are a dumb fellow. What is being dumb? Objectification of the self. See, one day somebody wrote a letter and reply was, a dog was trying to bite his tail and he went in circle and fell down. So when this reply came, that person came to me, Swamiji, I wrote such a serious, sincere letter and see what reply I got. So I read. Yes, reply is right. No, what is the meaning? See, I asked about Atma, realization, meditation, and I got the reply about dog. I said, see, you are addressed in a language that you can understand. Now, what is the meaning? I said, the meaning is, as a dog tries to catch his own tail and goes round and falls, in the same manner, we try to objectify the self and we fail. See? Therefore, this is the first thing to be corrected in life. Up to here we have seen. Now the 31st mantra, the teacher says, Aham shabdena vikhyataha एक एव स्थितः परः स्थूलत्वेन नेकतां प्राप्तः कथं स्यात् देहकः पुमान्. अहम शब्देन एक एव स्थितः परः. The meaning of the word aham is the one supreme reality, not many. See friends, this point also I told you grammatically. There are three persons in English, in every language. First person, second person, third person. Third person is he, she, it. The plural of the third person is they. So they also continues to be the third person. Second person is thou. Plural is you. So thou and you continue to be the second person. When it comes to I, the first person singular, and we make the plural of it, I plural becomes we. So we includes the second person and the third person. Because I are not many, I is one. See friend. And therefore I can be used by anybody. Man, woman, young, old. Because it is one without a second. So, aham shabdena eka eva sthita paraha vikhyataha. This is the meaning of the word aham, this one absolute self. See? Then, sthulatva anekata praptaha. Now, this one has become many because it has grossified. How? What is the grossification? Now, this example I repeated number of times. Man is one. Because of the conditionings, he is referred as many. See? So he becomes the father, he becomes the son, he becomes the husband, he becomes the brother, he becomes the brother-in-law. See? So, sthulatam, he has become many, grossified because of the conditionings. Now, in all this, many eyes, the man is the only reality. Exactly the same way. The one absolute self, with the conditioning of the names and the forms, is called as the world. With the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, is called as the Jiva. With the conditioning of the Maya, is called as the Ishvara. So this one has become many, and this has to be clearly understood. Therefore, sthulatva nekatam praptaha katham syad dehaka puman. So this gross body, because of which multiplicity is established, how can the gross body be the self? See, husband is not the man. Man has become the husband. See, the ocean has become the wave. The wave cannot become the ocean. How simple it is. So what is the reality? Ocean, not the waves. In the same manner, man is the reality and not the husband. So the multiplicity which is created because of the conditioning of the body, how can that body be the self? Katham syad dehaka puman. What we are studying is the instruction in knowledge. Therefore, friends, please remember this thing. Right from the first day I am telling you. Vedanta means analysis and learning from our own experiences in the light of scriptural wisdom. See? Therefore, there is no tabla beti business. See? There is no dan dharma. That is KG1, KG2. See? So here the teacher tells, analyze aparokshanubhuti, anubhuti, your experience analyze. And when we thus working on our own experience, then we are walking the path of knowledge. Otherwise, we are simply told, you should go to the temple, If you don't go to the temple, God will come to your house and create problems. So keep him away. Go to the temple. Baba, I have come, don't come to me. See, friends. Therefore, katham syad dehaka puman. How can the body and embodied will be the self? Aham drashto taya siddhaha deho drishyataya sthitaha mamayamiti nirdeshat katham syad dehaka puman. Aham drashtutaya siddhaha. I is always the knower. And dehaha drishyataya sthitaha. And the body is known. First principle. Second principle, mama ayam iti nirdeshat. And the body is indicated as, this is my body. Like we say, this is my dog. So we don't become dog. But when it comes to this is my body, we become the body. Therefore, katham syad dehaka puman, an object of knowledge which is possessed by us, owned by us. Owner and the owned cannot be the one. And therefore, body cannot be the real I. Yesterday I told you, there is only one sadhana we have to do. And in that sadhana, what is required is, you find out your own ways. What exactly it means. See, our Swami Akhandananda used to say, a student of Advaita Vedanta, every day he discovers a new technique to recognize the self. It is not the same mechanical, sit down and then do Padmasana and then suffer. Every day. That is not Vedanti sadhana. Every day, new technique. Then only our intellect is not becoming mechanical. Otherwise, what happened? You take that mala in the hand. Just now I am coming from the ISKCON temple. In that, what do you call, lift, that person is sitting there. I asked him. I said, from the ground floor to the first floor, by reaching, you must be chanting 3 times. He said, yes, I chant 3 times. It doesn't take more than 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, 3 times this mantra. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. 3 times. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna is getting confused. क्या हो रहा है? Anything which is done mechanically is not spiritual practice. See? Our Mirabai is to sing bhajans before the Lord, and the Lord is to appear before us. And we, see, हमें तो लूट लिया नारायणा. See, friends, that is not Vedantic sadhana. Therefore, every day discover new technique. For what? If this body cannot be me, what is the load of this statement? What does it mean? Don't go and ask anybody. You find out. See? Instead of complaining, the backache, the neck, and why there is. This is not inquiry, this is complaint. See? And when you just start working on that, then if you are convinced, then only you will practice. First, information. We are given information. Then, interaction. See? Then, understanding. And then, conviction. We all live our convictions. Our conviction today is, I am the body. This is our conviction. So, we live by the body, for the body, on everybody. See, friends. Therefore, Mamayamiti nirdeshat katham syad deha puman. This body being referred as mine, how can it be the pure self that I am? Aham vikarahinastu deho nityam vikaravan iti pratiyate sakshat katham syad deha puman. Aham vikarahinastu. I has never changed. It is the same. Now just be aware of your own experience. Do we have the experience that we have changed? We can never have. It is somebody for the first time addresses us. Auntie, what is the time? First, current, shock. Auntie. People started calling me auntie. The second shock we get in our life, in first time we are addressed. Dadi Ma, don't call me Dadi Ma in public, okay? But Dadi Ma, you are Dadi Ma. Now why this confusion comes? Because the one who thinks whatever I am is not grown. Therefore, here, aham vikarahinastu. There is no vikar. There is no modification in this I. It is ever the same. See? Then, dehaha nitya vikaravan. And the body is constantly changing. First it starts growing vertically, it hits the ceiling. But it doesn't stop. Then it starts growing horizontally. And when you have to ask for additional belt in the aeroplane, hold on, Vanna. Then we start feeling, I think I have grown up beyond requirement. So, deha nitya vikaravan iti pratiyate sakshat. See, this is our direct experience. Therefore, katham syad deha puman. How can this body or the embodied be the self? Continuing further, yasmat paramiti shrutya taya purusha lakshanam vinirnitam vimudhena katham syad deha puman. this is referred to the Kathopanishad. Yasmat paramiti shrutya purushanna param kinchit sa kashtha sa paragatihi. See, in Kathopanishad the mantra is Indriyebhya parahyartha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhi yo buddhe paratastu saha. And Purusha buddhehe atma mahan paraha and mahata param avyaktam avyaktan purusha paraha purushanna param kinchit sa kashta sa paragati. The first mantra I said was from Bhagavad Gita. So beyond the sense organs is the sense object, beyond the sense objects is the mind, beyond the mind is the individual intellect, beyond the individual intellect is the total intellect, beyond the total intellect is the Prakriti, beyond the Prakriti is the Paramatma, Purusha, and beyond that there is nothing. Oh, that means there is nothing. That is not the meaning. It is the ultimate. This is what he referred, Yasmat Paramiti. Yasmat Purushat. Other than the Purusha, there is nothing else. Iti Taya Purusha Lakshanam Vinirnitam. This is how it is declared in the Upanishad, very clear. And therefore, Vimudhena Katham Syadehaka Puman, because the fools are telling majority, we are in democracy. And democracy is what? The rule of the majority. And majority is necessarily of fools. You won't get wise people 12 to a dozen. See, friends. Because everybody tells that, no, that is okay, but we are body. That does not mean that we are accepting the statements of the scriptures. Therefore, Katham Syat Dehaka Puman, how can this body be considered as the self? Because the fools are telling, no, we are the body. There is not the meaning. सर्वं पुरुष एवेति सूक्ते पुरुष संज्ञिते अप्युच्यते यत श्रुत्या कथम स्यादेहक पुमान्. Then in the Purusha Sukta, Purusha evedagam sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyamam utamrutatva seshanaha yadanne nadirohati. The whole Purusha Sukta tells that this whole world is nothing but one Purusha. So Api uchate yataha, because this is what the Upanishad or the Purusha Sukta says. Therefore, katham syad dehaka puman, how can the self be the body cannot be the self. Further, more quotations are given. Asangaha purushaha proktaha brahadaranyakepi cha anantam malasamsrishtaha katham syad dehaka puman. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is said, Asangaha Purushaha. Purushaha is Asangaha, unattached. Now see, friends, we are talking the path of knowledge. We should not have sentimentality while studying the scriptures. If we are wanting to be a doctor, then you have to play with the blood. You have to play with the dead bodies. No, but I am Jain, Ahimsa. I cannot take even the knife in the hand. Then arrange a butcher and tell him, Kato isko. But I will not see it because, I can't see. Then you cannot be a doctor. See? In the same manner, when we are doing the inquiry, all our sentimentality should be deleted. Now be practical. So here the teacher says, Asangaha Purushaha Brihadaranyake cha ukta. It is said in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad that the self is unattached. Now let us inquire. When it is said that the self is unattached, find out, is attachment anywhere there in this world? Attachment is an illusion. It is not there. And to what extent? One example I will give you. How the attachment is not. When we stand in front of the mirror and we see our reflection in the mirror, now that reflection in the mirror, is it attached to the mirror surface? It is not attached. Then we are standing before the mirror. Are we attached to the mirror? If this is very clear, in the same manner, we are seeing so many colors and forms. Our vision is not attached to anything. And therefore, here I see green color, here I see blue color. So all the colors are illumined by the vision because vision is unattached to everything. See? So attachment is not real. So is the case with the sounds. See? It is not only, oh, I like only God's name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Don't talk that, Om Namah Shivaya. Ears will illuminate every sound. See, it is like, the bulb. This light of the bulb will illuminate everything, whether it is a discourse or it is a disco. It makes no difference. Same is the case with all our faculties. Go further in the mind. Mind is also not attached to any thought, good or bad. If the mind is attached to only one thought, it is already in samadhi. Mind is constantly running from one theme to another theme. How can it be called as attached? See, friend, intellect, our own convictions, our own priorities, our own values, they keep on changing. To that also, the intellect is not attached. And the conscious reality that we are is not attached to the waking, the dream, the deep sleep or the samadhi. All of them come and go. Asanga Purushaha. So what is said in this statement is only a statement of fact. That's all. Nothing is created and nothing is required to be created. We don't have to become Brahman. If we will become, we will be Banavati. And if it is Banavati, it will be broken. Therefore, Asangaha Purushaha Prokta Bruhadaranyake Picha Ananta Mala Samslishtaha Katham Sya Dehaka Puman. And what is our body? Ananta Mala Samslishtaha. Our body is nothing but a bag of garbage. See? Body is made out of the marrow, the bones, the muscles, the fat, the nerves, the veins, the arteries, the lymph, and the diseases, the pus. This is the material of which the body is made. And then, what are the contents? Bhagwan, forget about it. Then urine and fecal material and all dirty things. How can this wretched body be the self? See, friends, one of the reasons for the shaucha, taking bath every day, twice minimum, is meant for bringing to our cognition that our body is a storehouse of the filth in the whole world. We cannot be that. In one of his texts, Bhagwan Shankara writes, Atyanta malino dehaha, dehi cha atyanta nirmalaha, asangohamiti jnatva, shauchametat prachakshate. Shaucha, purity, means what? This jnatva, recognition, that atyanta malino dehaha, the body is most impure. And dehi atyanta nirmalaha. See, the same thing. Asanga Purushaha and Ananta Mala Samslishtaha. So this body which is made out of dirty things and carries equally dirty things, how can this body be the self? See, friends, this is the practice of knowledge. Not simply getting the books and then Om Sahasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. That is not knowledge. Work on this. How can the body be the self? Now see what will be the impact of this. When the body is discarded as not self, what will be our experience? See? When the reflection in the mirror is discarded, then I am not that. What will be the experience? If the mirror falls and breaks, will I start crying, "Arey, mar gaya, mar gaya, mar gaya"? No. Because I know I am not that. See? In the same manner, with reference to the body alone, all our relations are there. With reference to body alone, all our possessions are there. And what is samsara? Samsara is the load that we carry of two things, possessions and relations. He who is able to go beyond all possessions and relations. See, friends. And for that, what is the basic error? Body identification. And see, again further analyze. When we are not identified with the body as in deep sleep, the world disappears. See? Then where is our mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, rich, poor, health, disease? Everything disappears. And when all this load of relations and possessions disappear, what is our experience? All bliss and no blisters. Living with this wisdom is called as practice of knowledge. Today in the afternoon, one lady phoned me, "Swamiji, do you have time?" I said, depends. If you have complaint about your daughter-in-law and son and health, no time. He said, no, not that. I have got one doubt that we have been told again and again that we cannot be the body, but we have to conduct ourselves with the people, and I have got so much of work and I get sometimes tired, I cannot cope up with the things. This side husband, this side son, this side the grandson, this side the daughter-in-law, and I get totally tired. How can I cope up with this? I said, look here, if you have been hearing me, one simple thing, if you catch, kar nataka. Do only drama. When the husband comes in front of you, show as if you very much needed him and he is given more importance. After he goes, delete him. He says, Swamiji, this I am always doing. I said, now apply the same principle to all relations. See? Like when I am in front of you, I talk on this thing. After this is over, again my filmy songs begin. Jaane kahan gaye wo din. Otherwise, all the time, spirituality means, oh God, what happened to you? Spiritual influence. See, friends. Live only as if you are on a stage of drama. Don't sit in the audience. Be on the stage. When you sit in the audience, you start crying when you look at the drama. And on the stage you cry to make fool of others. But inside you are laughing. You are not crying. In the same manner, play the different roles that you have to play perfectly. Mukta Sangha Samachara, Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter. Samachara, perfection in our performance. But at the same time, Mukta Sangha. In this world, when we have to live, we have to ourselves find out. There are some type of people whom you have to tolerate. There is no way out. See? Similarly, there are some people whom you have to forgive. There are some people whom you have to respect and revere. They may be fools, but they are in such a position that they deserve respect. See? Durjanam Prathamam Vande. This particular shloka from the Subhashita tells a very clear thing. If you have gone for taking food, your hands are soiled. And if you have gone to toilet, your hands are soiled. Which will be the first preference you will give to wash your hands? Durjanam Pratamam. See, friends, therefore, live in this world as if you are playing a drama, and then we will be understanding this principle that this body cannot be me. See? You know, most important, today one person came to meet me and she was telling me, she said, Swamiji, I am going after 2 days to Puttaparthi for my seva. I said, very good. Tell me now, there is the same kind of rush as it used to be earlier. Yes, Swamiji, we are all surprised. I was thinking, because she has been going for many years, I was thinking that the students over there, they will be missing him. Because he was very close to all the children in the school and hostel and everything. He used to go and spend time with them. So we are surprised, it is not. Then she told me one event. He said there is one student in class 6 or class 4 or 5. At night he was crying. I think I must now call my teacher and I cannot sleep. I am feeling very afraid and lonely, all alone. He was crying. That time the great master came, sat with him. Don't call your teacher. She is tired whole day. Let her sleep. What do you want? I will do it for you. I have to go to bathroom. So he was taken to bathroom. Bathroom, everything is done. And then his chutney was put again. And then bring him in. Now sleep. But you don't go. No, I am not going. I am very much here. And then he was patting him and the child slept. And then the great master disappeared. Next day, he again started crying. Why? Where he has gone? He was with me whole night. See, friends, when we hold on to the body, we suffer. Please remember, the truth is beyond the limitations of the body. It is for this purpose we are told. The last life, sin merit, this life, get married. This life, sin merit, repeat the same Karwa Chauth next life. What does it mean? It means we are beyond the body. Katham sya deha ka puman. The more you will work on this, friends, the quality of your life will change. See? We hang on to the person. No. Surrender to the principle. See, if you see in Vedanta, individual personality is not worship. It is the principle which is worship. Therefore, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. It is not the individuality. So, Ananta Mala Samshlizaha Kasam Sya Deha Kapuman. This body which is an abode of all that filth, how can it be the self? Tatraiva cha samakhyatah swayam jyotirhi purushah jadaha paraprakashoham katham syadeha puman. Tatra eva, in the same Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is said, Purushaha swayam jyotihi. He is self-illumined. See? When I am reading this book, how many lights are required? First, external light to illuminate the book because the book is not self-illumined. Second thing, the light which is illuminating the letters on the book has to be further illumined by the vision of my eyes. And then the vision must be further illumined by the mind behind the eyes. Then only the knowledge takes place. Now, drop the book. If I have to see the tube light, will I need a book? I don't need a book because the tube light is self-illumined. Now go further. When we come to our own being, in a dark room, somebody asks you, are you there? I don't know, I can't see in the darkness. No. Our presence does not require any external light to illuminate whether we are there or not. Be very attentive. Therefore, unless we transcend our old habit of gathering knowledge through the sense organs, through the mind, through the intellect, we can never be aware of our own presence. See? When next time you go home, do this experiment. Stand before the mirror without the comb in the hand. Otherwise you start playing, in whatever one or two hair are there. Stand before the mirror and then look at the reflection of your beautiful face. Then, second experiment. Look at the surface of the mirror. When you look at the surface of the mirror, the reflection becomes almost insignificant and non-perceptible because you have changed your focal length. See how simple it is. In the same manner, when we change our focal length, that the truth cannot be perceived through sense organs, mind or the intellect. So we drop the sense organs, we drop the mind, we drop the intellect. And when we drop all of them, the world disappears. And in the disappearance of the world, we continue to be. See your breathing. This is called as you are approaching Kevala Kumbhak. Because when you come closer to your own being, all efforts cease. This effortless presence is the reality. And this reality, how do I know it? You have closed your eyes. How do you know it? You have closed your ears. How do you know it? You have closed your mind. You have closed your intellect. Doesn't matter. They are not required. तत्रैव च समाख्यातः स्वयं ज्योतिर्हि पुरुषः जडः परप्रकाशोऽहं कथं स्यात् देहकः पुमान्. And his body, jada, it is not self-illumined. See? This is another very important thing, friends. We have to remain extremely alert when we go through various experiences of our life. Then only we are walking the path according to Vedanta Shastra. This example I gave you earlier. Once on my right big toe, there was some kind of growth, like a strawberry type of thing. So one of my friend from Andheri, he is a doctor. He came, did namaskar. He said, Swamiji, what is there? I said, I think it is wisdom growing from the wrong end. He said, no, don't make fun of it. It is not good. It is serious. I said, what do I do? I didn't do anything. So he said, we should remove it. I said, remove it. I went with him to his clinic. And he told me, don't worry, I'll give local anesthesia. And he put the needle inside. And after 10 minutes, he asked me, do you feel? I said, what? That means you don't feel. And then he said, you can see. And my foot was kept like this. And I am watching, observing. And he, we take out ice cream by a scoop and put it down. Exactly that way, he put the scalpel in front of me in a toe, and like this, with a forceps, he took it out. He said, see. I said, don't give me to eat, okay, I am vegetarian. He said, okay. Then he said, all the roots have come out. Now nothing is remaining. If the roots spread further, then it is difficult to remove this particular thing. So when all that was done, I had no pain. Because body is inert by itself unless supported by the mind. See friends, at night when we are not identified with the body, we sleep in some awkward position, hand is here and there, neck is here and there. That time there is no pain. In the morning when you get up, kya ho gaye? What is this style? Not style, I can't. See, the body itself is inert. See friends. Therefore, Jadaha and Paraprakashaha. And this body is illumined by the light of this pure self. How can this inert body be the self? Proktopi karma kandena yatma dehad vilakshanaha nityascha tat phalam bhungte deha padadanantaram. This thought also I have told you a number of times. Proktopi karma kandena. In the Karma Kanda, we are told, Atma Deha Vilakshanaha. The Atma, the Jivatma, whatever you may call, is other than the body and Vilakshanaha of the opposite nature. What is the nature of the body? Body has the shape and the size. Atma has no shape and the size. Body has the gender. Atma has no gender. See? In Bhagavad Mahapuran it is said that all those who are ladies in this life, they were gents in the last life. And those who are gents in this life, they were the ladies in the last life. How? When a man is in the man's body, he is extremely attracted toward the female body, and when he dies, next life he becomes female, and vice versa. Therefore, but how can the male Atma become the female Atma? Because the Atma doesn't have any gender problem. Similarly, this Atma, the body is created, body grows, body dies, and body is burnt away. Atma is neither created, nor grows, nor burnt away. Therefore, Vilakshanaha. The Atma is Vilakshanaha, of different nature, and Nityascha Tad Phalam Bhungte. And therefore, the Jivatma, the Atma, is constantly going through good or bad experiences because of his own earlier karma. And further, when this body is dropped, Deha Pada Anantaram, when this body is dropped, the Atma has to again take another body and continue suffering. See, friends. This is most important. See, we have been listening to, and again the same, there is one lady somewhere, very sincere, extremely, very simpleton. Swamiji, what you tell is very true, but then right from childhood we have been hearing the sin and the merit, and after death we go to hell and we go to heaven and all that. What about that? Because you learned something wrong, does it mean you should not correct it? We have learned, but we have learned it wrongly. See, in one Tablist class, I had gone once, when I was small, and the board outside written, those who know 100 rupees per week, those who don't know 10 rupees per month. So I said, sir, I think there is some mistake a painter has done. No mistake has done, sit down. But that was going in my mind. But I said, how come it is that? He said, look here, those who know, I had to work more on them to undo all wrong that they have heard. See, friends, in the same manner, see, Shruti Vipratipannate Yada Sthasati Nischala Samadhavachala Buddhi Tada Yogam Avapsasi. Shruti Vipratipanna. We have heard so much in a wrong manner that we are awfully confused. And then I had to go to Vaikuntha, and I had to go to Saket, and Ram. See? And those who want to go to Vaikuntha, they don't want to go to Saket. The Saket Vasi, we don't want to go to Kailash. Kailash Vasi, we don't want to go here. We want to go to Swarga. If you want to go to Swarga, get married. You will become Swarga Vasi. Not him, These are all funny things. They are only the means. They are only the ways to bring to our notice that the embodied is other than the body. But this very purpose is defeated. And all the time, Swamiji, I have done this sin, what will happen? Nothing, you go to hell. Next. See, friends, don't get carried away. Unless there is a doership, there is no karma. So action plus doership is equal to karma. We get the karma phala, we don't get kriya phala. See? Therefore, here the teacher says, in the karma kandena api, proktopi karma kandena hyatma dehad vilakshanaha nityascha tatphalam bhukte deha padat anantaram. Lingam chaneka sayuktam chalam drishyam vikaricha avyapakam asadrupam tatkatham syad pumanayam. After having discarded the gross body as not I, cannot be the reality, now we are attacking on the so-called jiva. There is nothing like jiva. Don't get carried away. Papuham, papakarvaham. Nothing like jiva. What the teacher says, lingam cha aneka sanyuktam. Linga deha, which is also called as the jiva, aneka sanyuktam. See, what is the linga deha? Linga deha is the 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, pancha pranas 15 and antakaran chatushtaya 4, 19. These 19 things, when they come together, then only the linga deha is formed. So linga deha is an assembly of these 19 factors. And second thing, it is chalam drishyam vikaricha. It is constantly changing. Then drishyam, it is object of knowledge. And vikari, it is constantly getting modified. Sometimes anger, sometimes more anger, sometimes too much anger. Continuously it is happening. And avyapakam asadrupam. And it is not all pervading. See? It is only limited. The light which is appearing, see this example which I give, it is the best example I could think of. Light is a manifestation of electrical energy. Bulb may be many, light is one. Bodies may be many, life is one. See, jiva is not vyakti, it is not individuality. It is abhivyakti, it is manifestation. But when this is not accepted as Sankhya Yoga do, then what happens? That I am the Baba realized. Now what? I want to see that everybody is realized. It cannot be. If there are everybody, then the question comes. There is but one reality expressing in and through the totality. So avyambakam asadrupam tatkatham syat pumanayam. How can this jiva be the absolute self, the reality? See, friends. Now we go further. Jiva is labeled as papatma, punyatma. One day I was in Delhi and in between, the dividers, this side, this way going car, other side, other way going. In between divider, and there are some plants and trees planted. When I was going, those days CNG had not come. Too much of smoke and emissions. So when we were going traffic jam, and the trees were all black because of the soot and everything. So my friend, she asked me, Swamiji, what sin poor trees must have done? all the emissions of all the cars and trucks directly goes on them. I feel very bad. I said, don't feel bad. They are all the central ministers. They never wanted to leave Delhi. And they have done a lot of sin. Therefore, they are planted here constantly. Pay for your sin. And these are very good stories. But don't get carried away by that. It is something like this, There are two pots made by a pot maker. Somebody randomly comes and buys, goes. One person keeps the Ganga Jal in that pot. The other person keeps the liquor in that pot. See, this pot where there is Ganga Jal, he must have done lot of merit. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Itam. Therefore, Gangaji has gone in his stomach. The other one must be a gunda and bad. Therefore, Dharam. There cannot be any logic or reason. One example. Second example. This also I gave you a number of times. One lamp illuminating the temple. The other lamp illuminating the toilet. How lucky this lamp must be, illuminating directly God. This must be a papi toilet. Every day he has to see only dirty things. And one day, this lamp before God gets fused. Why this lamp got fused? भगवान को अच्छे लोग अच्छे लगते, उठाओ. बुरे लोग नहीं अच्छे लगते. That is all true, man, but now we have to do something. Remove that light from the toilet and fix it here. Fix. How it happened? पुण्य उदय आए होंगे. हद है बेवकूफी. See, friend, come to cognize as the light, when it is illuminating the filth, it is not papi. When it is illuminating the Lord, it is not punyavan. If the light is untouched and unattached to the filth, equally the light is untouched and unattached to the God's idol also. See, friends. Jiva is like what? Like mind expressing through the eyes as vision. So there are many eyes, but the principle of vision is common. It is not separate from person to person. In the same manner, Jiva is not a Vyakti. It is not an individuality. Katham syat deha kapuman. How can this Jiva be the reality, the self, which comes and goes? Paramatma doesn't come and go. When the body is alive, in the living body, Paramatma is. When the body is dead, in the dead body also Paramatma is. Who has come and gone is the Jiva. Because from the Paramatma's point of view, Jada Chetan difference is not there. Characharam, both. See, friends, therefore, asad avyapakam asad rupam katham syat pumanayam. How can the Jiva be the absolute self, the reality, the Purusha? Evam dehadvayat anyaha atma purusha ishvaraha sarvatma sarvarupascha sarvatito hamavyaya. Evam, in this manner, dehadvayat anya atma. The self is other than the gross body and the subtle body. The Atma is other than the gross body and the subtle body or the Jiva. Deha dvayat anya. And who is this Atma? Purusha Ishvaraha. He is the Purusha. Be attentive. Purishayanat Purusha, because he is expressing through the body, therefore is Purusha. But essentially, he is Purnatvat Purusha. He is infinite, and therefore he is Purusha. See? And who is he? Ishvaraha. Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामति ईश्वरः. What is referred in the earlier verse as a jiva is again referred in the next verse as a Ishvara. So jiva and Ishvara, they are not two. See friends, when the miseries come, we become miserable, we are jiva. When the miseries come, we eliminate the miseries, but we don't become miserable, we are Ishvara. How simple it is. When we get something, we are happy, we are jiva. When we share something, give something, and in that giving and sharing, we are happy, we are Ishvara. Where we have to see for God here and there. See friends, therefore, evam dehadvayat anya atma purusha ishvaraha sarvatma sarvarupascha. So there is but one electrical energy expressing through all the gadgets in the whole universe. Whether it is the Chinese electricity or the Russian electricity or the American or our Indian. It is the same. Energies are never many. There is only one energy. And this energy cannot be created. It is there. Energy can be transformed from one type to another type. See friends, the more we reflect on this, we come to know Sarvatma Sarvarupascha. Like the electrical energy is the Atma of all the gadgets, in the same manner, there is one absolute reality which is supporting the inert world as existence. It is the same reality which is supporting the plant kingdom as existence and life. It is the same reality which is supporting the animal kingdom as existence, life and knowledge. It is the same reality which is supporting the human kingdom, which is existence, life, knowledge and bliss. The differences are because of the gadgets which are fixed. This one reality. Therefore, Sarvatma Sarvarupascha. In all the forms, he alone is expressing. Something like mind alone is expressing through all the organs. So should we say that mind is vision? Should we say the mind is a hearing ability? Should we say mind is a poking ability? No. Mind is expressing through the different gadgets in different ways. That doesn't mean that there are many minds. See friends. Therefore, Sarvatma Sarvarupascha, and therefore Sarvatitaha, and he is Sarva Atita, beyond all. So, whether there are stones or not, it makes no difference to the self. Whether there are plant kingdom or not, it makes no difference to the self. Whether there is animal kingdom or not, it makes no difference to the self. Whether there is human kingdom or not, it makes no difference to the self. It is something like that. Whether eyes are functioning or not, it makes no difference to the mind. Whether the ears are functioning or not, makes no difference to the mind. In the same manner, whether the mind is enlivening the body or not, it makes no difference to the conscious existence. If the bulb is fused, it makes no difference to the electricity. This is our being. We are not creating anything. It's only changing our focal length. Presently, our focal length is only on the things which are illumined by the gadgets. So from there, we bring attention to the gadgets, the sense organs. From there to the mind. यच्छेद वांग मनसी प्राज्ञः तद्यच्छेद ज्ञान आत्मनि ज्ञान आत्मनि महति नियच्छेद तद्यच्छेद शांति आत्मनि. This is the prakriya, laya prakriya according to Kathopanishad. First, change, start your journey from where you are, where we are in the world of these five great objects. So from there you start, come to the sense organs. Then drop the sense organs, come to the mind. Drop the mind, come to the individual intellect. Drop the individual intellect, merge in the total intellect. And thereafter bypass the Prakriti. And Tadyachet Shanti Atmani, in the absolute peaceful abode that we are. This is the journey, this is the roadmap. And this journey doesn't cross distances. This journey doesn't take time. This journey doesn't reach you anywhere. This journey doesn't give you anything. Because nothing has ever happened. See? Remember I told you one story, one experience. I was in some cinema hall, different time. Whatever is seen on the screen, according to that, your chairs also start moving and doing that. So there was one person sitting with me, and our train was going very bad, terrible sound, and our chairs are also moving and like that. So you feel as if you are in that train. And when the train took like that, one very, almost U-turn, like that. So our car, this chair also starts becoming like this thing. And then our train was falling into a big valley. And when the train was falling in the big valley, you also feel as if you are going to fall. My friend says, Swamiji, I said, don't worry, close your eyes. Because he was holding my wrist so badly that I may be suffocated. See, the moment you close your eyes, everything disappears. See, friends, when you close your mind, the dream world disappears. When you close your incomplete knowledge, merge in the absolute. And when we merge in the absolute, there are no questions, there are no doubts, there is no arrogance, there is no frustration. See? Living in that 24/7 is living spiritual life according to Aparokshanubhuti. See, friends. Sarvatma Sarvarupascha Sarvatitaha. Although it is illuminating everything, it is beyond all. Like the electrical energy is beyond all that is illumined and all the gadgets. See, in the same manner, whether Jagra Sapna Sushupti Samadhi comes and goes, it makes no difference to us. Even if you want, no thought will erupt. This effortless freedom from thought eruption is living in meditation. No efforts. Extremely effortless, therefore simple. When our eyes are normal, we open our eyes, the things are seen without effort. But if our eyes are abnormal, then we start making all drama. In the same manner, when the experience is that of the infinite, no efforts. But the experience is that of the husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father. I am getting late and Swamiji is becoming hotter and hotter. He is not stopping. I have to go and give food to that old man. Or else the whole night. There cannot be any joy. Therefore, Sarvatma, Sarvarupacha, Sarvatitaha. None of these things will ever touch our own being, and aham avyayaha. Nothing is lost. Friends, correct your definitions of sin and merit. Living a life of guilt, fear, is sin. Drop these two things. Guilt and the fear. Because guilt and fear is the lot of the individuality. See? But I have done something wrong in the past, very good. But now you stop. See? And when you have thus taken a firm resolution, sadhurevasya mantavyaha samyak vyavasito hi saha. He who has taken a firm resolution, from this moment onward, no more past. Remain in the utter present. See? This is what is called as the spiritual practice according to Vedanta Shastra. And when we start living in the utter present, we are extremely alert. We recognize where we are going wrong. See? And such people, they are not obsessed with life. Most of us are victims of our old habits. See, how many times we are told by our teachers, don't do this thing, don't do that thing. But we know this is my way. See, friends. Remember once I told you this story? Somebody came to me, Swamiji, please give me some book to read. I said, why should I give? No, because I want to learn from you. I said, how do you take me for granted that I will teach you? I won't teach any Tom, Dick and Harry. No, but I like you. I say, you may like me to get married. Do you think I am going to get married to you or what? Then I said, anyway, take this book, read and bring it back. Then I gave the book. And after that lady has gone, I said, hey, please come, forgot one. Then I am a good actor, so I was playing. Yes. And then stapled about a dozen pages. 2-3 places. I said, don't read these pages, okay? They are not meant for you. Rest of the things you read. And then she came. I don't have to be told. I know she must have read it. So, oh, very good. So you didn't read. That's good. Swamiji, I read those pages. I said, hereby, you are deleted from my mind. One chance, not second. If you can't listen this small instruction, will you be able to comprehend that you are Brahman? No, I am not Brahman, I am Dumbo. Continue. See, friends, the teachers, when they are dealing with the students, we will never know how we are being examined by them. It is not a cat and a dog test. See? Small little things are enough to find out whether the student is worth wasting time on him or her or not. Only once. And they're, no, but I'm so sorry, Thank you very much. Bye. Go means go. See, friends. Therefore, it is necessary that we are able to get out of this sarvatito aham avyaha. See, this is how we are the victims of our own mind. If we cannot go beyond the mind, how will we be able to go beyond our relative life? Hereafter, the teacher talks about the duality. What is the position of the relativity or the duality? Ityatma deha bhavena prapanchasyaiva satyata yathokta tata shastrena tata kim purusharthata. Now a question is raised here. Iti atmadeha bhavena prapanchasya eva satyata. So when we consider ourselves to be the body, then this world becomes very real. Yatha ukta tarka shastrena. As it is said logically, tatha kim syan purusharthata. Okay, it is true. So what? See? Somebody considers this body as me, and therefore the world becomes real. Agreed. Is this knowledge? So what next? How deep the question is. Simply telling that you are a fool is not the end. What next? What is great achieved? See? You are not the body. I agree, I am not the body. Theoretically. But I live as a body. What next now? So here the teacher takes up this question. And this question will be emphasizing two basic points. One point, what is the position of this world? See, how do we take this world? If we take this world as real, then what will be our experience with the world? If we take this world as constantly changing, then what will be our understanding and interaction with the changing world? If we take this world as an illusion, then what will be our approach to this world? These are various standpoints which are analyzed exhaustively from verse number 42 onwards. We'll take it in our tomorrow's class. Before you fall asleep, I close. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.